I'm Vic Jagger.
I'm Miss Porter Did It.
And you are listening to Seasoned. Okay, are you done?
I'm never done.
Okay. Well, we're going to cover some of our favorite TV show seasons.
Tommy, what? Everybody in the audience knows damn well you ain't got no job, man.
Movies.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
And how we view them back in the day versus now.
Oh, this gonna be good.
We're going to get into the scripts they gave us the tea on relationships.
The relationship is off. Now get the stepping.
To real life shit, y'all.
And whatever else we feel like talking about.
We're about to dive in. Okay, you had sung, so I wanted to sing too.
I know. Let's get into it.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Yellow.
Another episode of Season. So, this episode, we had to return with one of our favorite TV shows, of course.
They're all our favorites.
They're all our favorites. I'm going to say it.
Every time.
Martin.
The insane
Martin Payne.
Yep.
Season 1, episode 17, Blackboard Jungle Fever, a.k.a. the Miss Trinidad episode. Shout out to Ron.
Miss Trinidad thigh specifically. We'll tell y'all that story later.
Oh, yes. So this, one of your favorite characters starts the episode off. Otis. Well, now that I think back, we had maybe like 2 Otises when I was in high school.
Of course you did.
Like, I don't even know
everywhere.
like, and I'm not trying to like shit on older people because listen, some older folks got that grown man, grown woman strength.
They the VIPs.
So you can't even, don't try it.
Right. However.
But the security guards that was at my school.
What school was this?
Eastern Senior High School.
All right. Where was this located?
Okay. Northeast. Across the street was Southeast.
Yes.
We was on the line. Pride of Capitol Hill, baby.
All right.
Yes. That was actually on the sign outside. Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Even though they made us graduate at the stadium.
Oh.
I mean, well, at the Armory. Let me say that.
Really?
Stadium Armory. Yes. And it was like class of 2000. I think because our class was kind of like, like that.
They weren't
always
sure
getting in trouble.
Up,
No, like we always had some shit going.
So they was like,
with
let's
our
just
class.
keep them right here.
Right. And then, but they tried to like hype it up, like, putting candles on the shit cake. Okay? They made us march in our cap and gown from the school
No, they didn't.
to the Armory. Like that was supposed to be like
ROTC.
Everybody else had their shit at the Verizon Center. They had it at nice places.
Hey.
Man.
We graduated from the Shrine.
Exactly.
We graduated from the Shrine.
Exactly.
But anywho, Otis.
Otis.
And what show did that little
His
boy
name
play
is
on?
Arthur Reggie, and he was on My Brother and Me. And
he played,
was
his
a
name
child.
was Arthur on the show too.
Yeah.
Because that's where Roscoe used to be like.
Yes.
Arthur May. He used to call him Arthur.
And I remember My Brother and Me.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
That used to be a good show.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. But Arthur and Otis getting into it.
These old face names.
So the thing was, Arthur was locked out of his locker.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't get into his locker. And Otis, before older people do something for you, they're going to teach you a lesson.
Yeah.
They're going to talk about it.
Yep.
And he said the next time, you see these keys right here? He had them, them janitor keys. Can't find one key for the room.
But nothing.
When you used to get locked out of the classroom, when y'all got field day or some shit.
Be like, man, never mind.
Yeah, he going through about 50 keys. And so Otis told him to attach it to your hip.
Now say it with me. That's what you want to do. Attach it.
Attach it
To your belt.
to your belt.
Attach it to your belt. It ain't funny, boy. Attach it to your belt.
Attach it to your belt. Yeah. And
Attach
so,
it.
of course, Arthur just talking shit.
Yeah, bad.
And got stuffed in a locker.
Yeah, 'cause he's bad.
Yes. And so this episode opens in Martin's apartment. Cole, you always have one friend that can hook you up with whatever you need, including cable.
Anything.
You remember back in the 90s, cable was like that cord
It was a
that you could manipulate. Okay, get the splitter. I ain't trying to tell on nobody, but we had some free cable. So everybody had some free cable in their life now.
Split me one time.
Okay, so
Wait.
Cole is hooking up the cable. What?
I said, wait.
you.
Hold on.
Split you once? And what?
No. Proceed.
Wow.
Proceed.
Okay. So,
Wow.
Cole. I don't even know how this is possible.
In all
Like
his
every
glory.
channel was Good Times, which I mean, I'm not mad at because I do watch Good Times.
But what you mean? That's how the Morgan
it
channel was.
Dynamite. What?
I hated that Cole was always fucking up.
Yes,
Got on
but
my
he was
nerves.
handy.
But
But
sloppy.
it's just
But always messing something up.
yeah, never on point.
Ever.
Okay, so Gina is there and she finds a big ass bra, a bath. Okay, she found a big ass bra. Asked Martin whose it is. Then you know that's Big Shirley bra. Now my thing is,
Why?
why do you
Big
have
Shirley's bra?
your girl?
Because Cole be probably washing clothes over there.
I thought he was fucking Big Shirley on the couch.
That too.
On the counter? The couch?
The kitchen.
That little
Little dining room
kitchenette.
table.
Oh,
kitchenette.
maybe it wasn't a kitchenette.
Why would you go on there?
It wasn't a kitchenette. The kitchenette is usually like,
Their dining area.
yeah, they did have a dining
They had
area.
a dining area.
And
behind the
that little glass joint. That
Little
was
cove.
nice. That was nice though.
Martin, we love you.
We do.
We're not going on
We
your first
do.
apartment.
And so, too many friends have keys to Martin's apartment. This is Gina's issue, which I agree with. Like, why are you home with now that you have a girl?
Why can't they just walk up in here?
Why can't they just bring their work there?
Because that's what N-words do.
What?
I'm saying because Martin ain't put no boundary. He probably like, she ain't said nothing. These my niggas. She all right with it. Okay.
Yeah.
So she not.
Gina making all types of comments about,
Passive
Victoria's
aggressive.
Secret around here. If it is big, ain't no damn secret. Would have brought that big. And so, okay, guys, this is the episode that went under so many people's radar because y'all swear, we all swore that Tommy ain't had no damn job.
Yep.
This is the episode, if you have not realized it yet, we
Career
found out what Tommy did.
Career day.
Tommy works with the kids.
That's his job.
Tommy works with the kids, and we knew it. Remember when Tommy had Martin dress up as Santa?
Yes.
Working with the
cotton
kids
ball,
with the cotton ball beard.
But how many people do we know? If you ask them what they do,
A little
they
bit of
work
this,
with
a
the
little
kids.
bit of that.
No, I work with the kids around into a ward.
I work with the kids. They got a
I work with the kids
program.
around
They got a program. After school program.
Oh no, I work with the kids around at the rec.
At the rec.
Yeah, after school, we
Playing tag.
not playing tag.
Making them play
and
games.
Playing tag, Uno and spades.
He is present.
Yes, he
is
is.
present in these young people's lives.
He
Okay. Now Tommy works at the school and he wants Martin to come for a career day. Here go Cole wanting to be all up in it. Cole does have a job. He got a good job. He works.
Clean them airplanes.
But he was saying that kids, they dream of being pilots.
But you're not a pilot.
And your friends are always going to humble you.
In a minute.
They like, you don't fly him, you scrub
You
him.
scrub them.
Damn.
You're not a pilot, Cole.
Damn. Gina encourages Martin to go, which I feel like he should as well because look,
He's a
back
great
in
career.
the 90s, we loved radio personalities.
That was
We
a
wanted
big
to
deal.
be on the radio. We would listen.
And surprisingly, before social media, they didn't seem so touchable. So it really was a big deal. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You didn't really know what was going on with them. You didn't know anything but what they gave us as far as media, or so they
And
seemed.
especially if they were entertaining.
Yep.
The night shows.
They were like a mystery.
Recording off the radio like a mixtape.
Yes.
Don't play with
Those were the days.
Don't play with my WKYS
The
mixtapes.
The days.
And so Tommy informs Martin. Oh, guess who?
Guess who's at the school?
Guess who at the school? Miss Trinidad.
Miss Trinidad.
Miss Trinidad. Beverly Johnson, fine ass.
Fine as she want to be.
Yes. That was their third grade teacher. And Martin says that was his girlfriend.
In real life.
Which listen, when I was in second grade, I think I've told this story before, had the biggest crush on Mr. Story.
Yes, Mr. Story.
Fine ass white man.
Ow.
Was embarrassed every time he came over. They would tell him to like come speak to me, and when I tell y'all, I cringed physically.
That is a trip.
Cringed and went down into a ball because I was just so embarrassed.
Over
I was
Mr. Story?
Yes, because he would come over
He
and
was
like
a
try to
bookie?
talk to me. Yes,
A bookie boo.
yes.
Okay.
That was my first fine white man crush.
Okay.
Sorry,
All right.
y'all.
That's okay.
I got excited.
I got a few. I have a few. All right. Hey, Mr. Story.
And I will say, I'm a Bama like shit because I did cry when he got married.
Hey.
Like he was gonna marry me.
Yeah.
Second grade.
Who told you to get married? You talked to me?
Right.
You didn't know? What the fuck? You didn't know? Shit.
Oh, and so, the scene closes out with Cole.
Reading all the motherfucking index.
Cole is No. When
said-
Cole I told you he's doing this bootleg ass cable. He
porn.
got the porn on the TV. That took me back to the Spice Channel. It was like the Spice Channel really didn't come in clear, but it was
The
like
Spice. But why
if you
did
put
they
the
call
antenna a
anything
certain
related
way.
to sex Spice? Why is it Spice?
because it spiced
The
up your life.
Spice Channel.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And maybe was it real or nobody ever really paid for it? Because it was always staticky. I heard. I heard it was always staticky.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Sure.
You can hear it.
I heard it was staticky.
You heard it.
You heard. Oh,
You heard
you
it.
didn't see anything. All right. Okay.
And so they go to the school. Cold. And every
Brown.
time I think about the reunion episode when Carl was like, Cole wasn't stupid. He was just naive.
He was just naive.
I try to keep that in mind now because he said that.
You think so? Cole was stupid. Ain't no way around it. It's okay because your friend is supposed to.
He's had a lot of moments where he did not think
Okay, we'll go
before
with
he
that.
acted.
We'll go with
he
that
didn't
one.
think before he actually said something, and so
You didn't think.
he didn't think.
Okay,
And well, that okay.
pretty much sums it up.
So his presentation in front of the kids. I work for the airlines.
He was reading. He was
the
reading.
pay is good. It was on a scratch paper too. It was on a scratch paper. I like it. The end. It was to the point. It was to the point. It was no details.
But can
It was
I tell you
no
something?
nothing.
Can I say something? A man that can't read out loud.
Ooh,
Don't even. I'm serious. I am
That's
that
a
person.
non-negotiable for
Don't
me.
even. Don't even look at me. You
And
can't
you
read
have
out
to work.
loud?
And you have to work on your pronunciation for
I'm
certain
sorry
things
because you're going to be upset with me because I am like.
We'll give you a look.
Or I'm not going to want you to say anything.
We'll say something.
You mispronouncing words.
Splitting verbs.
Splicing
Splicing and dicing.
and dicing. I can't do it. I was thinking about that. Like, ain't no
Andrew
way.
Dice.
Yeah.
All right, man. I worked for that, guys. Guys. I worked for it.
I'm pressing everything.
I know.
That was good,
I
though. But that was good, Vic. That was a good one. That was good. Oh, I like that.
So the kids fried Cole.
Of course, 'cause we would've fried Cole.
They asked him what kind of car he drive. He said the 79 Pacer. He loved that car though.
Yes, he did.
I don't give a fuck what you say. We all had a bucket that we love. It got us to point A, B, and C.
The blue Taurus, Tory. I got so many tickets. Let me tell you something. Driving back and forth from Dover, Delaware, especially because it's nothing but open road. It's like, it's not no lights. You know, it's nothing. What? My mother used to be like, Tania, seriously? Then she started making me pay myself.
Well, my little bucket was that little Camry. It used to overheat on my way to Baltimore. I had to slow down because that thing was on H. I said, oh. Then saw a little smoke coming out the hood. I said, oh, shit.
They don't know the struggle, man. The kids don't go through the struggle whip. They don't go through the struggle whip no more.
My car need a cold drink. That's my New Orleans. That is so random. My car need a cold drink. Okay.
So they fried Cole and the Pacer.
And Cole is in the Pacer. Martin said, I love the Pacer. That's what you need. You need a friend to encourage you. Embarrassed, all that. And so Martin saw how this ended for Cole. Okay. So Martin got up there with a whole different plan in mind. Line. But you see how Miss Trinidad sized Martin up though. That's where it started. That's where it started.
That's the drip.
Gassed them all the way up.
That's where it started.
I'm pleased to present one of my favorite students.
That high-pitched favorite.
Yes.
And the voice of Detroit radio, Martin Payne.
Martin Payne.
And Martin like, that shit is so funny to me because he swear that everybody knows it.
And they be looking at him like.
And one thing about radio, y'all, it's easy to think like, okay, you're on the radio and the number of listeners that you actually have in that market is different from the actual number of people that listen daily or so for him to expect everyone to know his phrase or know who he is.
Like, no, sir.
By him just saying, what? I said,
and they be looking like crickets.
Sit your ass there.
Crickets like a mug.
So they asked Martin what kind of car he drove. And what did he say?
I got me a Mercedes, Mercedes 500. On the weekend, I drive a Ferrari.
He got the Rari on the weekend.
Ferrari on the weekend.
Yeah. And, he made his job so appealing by working 3 hours a day. Can I have that shift? Okay. And the kids are like, that's the type of job I need. You don't even got to do nothing. I want to just talk on the radio. He like, nah, got to work hard, stay in school. And that is
the positive message.
It's the positive. It's like, when officer friendly. And for the record, I would like to say
officer friendly
that we didn't really have too many interesting people come when it was time for a career day. I can't remember anybody that stood out to a job that I was like, oh, I want to do that.
And I'm sure they were cool. There were some cool presentations, but you're right. I don't remember. I used to have
career day. Who father is that? Getting fried.
So mother born. Don't go in there. That's your mother born.
You turning around. That's your father. That's your father.
That's all you keep hearing is who father. Who mother is
that? What Bernie Mac say? Oh, that's your motherfucking mother right there. Put your head down.
Okay.
So, Cole and Martin about to fight the kids, the badass kids in the front, which is different because the badass kids used to sit in the back.
Nah, they was up front and it was bigger than everybody. Right. Arthur, sit your big ass in the back. The kids can see.
What you trying to say?
Man.
I thought you were saying his ears.
No, I was talking about his size. Nobody said about them ears. See?
Them ears. So Cole is like about to get into it with the kids, about to fight them. And Tommy said, ain't nothing changed. You still getting beat up by 8th graders.
Beat up by 8th graders.
So Miss Trinidad is talking to Martin after the whole career day situation.
Gassing them still.
And she invites him to dinner. Okay.
Let's unpack. Well, we both stop. Let's stop right here.
This was Martin's opportunity to say he was busy, take a rain check.
Why,
I don't know.
Why? Was he supposed to say no? Or was he supposed to lay some stuff out ahead of time?
I think he should have set
Hold on. Okay, go ahead. So you think
you gave A, B, and what's C? What's the or?
It depends on your answer. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I only say this given how the episode ended or how it went down. How it went down. Mm-hmm. You should have just not even gone into that situation. However, in that moment, I think he was still, we all have that childhood, that young, person in us. And I think that he was excited to even catch up with her.
For sure.
That's like...
I think he thought it was harmless. I don't even think he processed that she might have been interested in him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he was just so excited to see this teacher that he had a crush on
and
for
that was
so
his girlfriend
long.
in his head.
Right. And he's like, oh, sure, we can go out to dinner. We can catch up. And you're right. To your point, I don't think he thought it was that serious because
he thought it was harmless.
He done took her to McDonald's.
Right.
Shout out to McDonald's.
Shout out to Mickey Dickies.
Comes in the Clizzach. Matter of fact, I got a mango pineapple smoothie right now.
Mickey Dickies. I probably got that from my grandmother.
We always say that. That
sounds like Mickey Dickies.
Oh no.
Yeah, I probably got
that from my
Mickey
D's.
I probably got that from my grandmother. But yeah.
So
that's why I'm like if he was aware, if he had caught on earlier, he shouldn't have gone. But the fact that I think he was really like, oh, I already bet. This harmless.
Right.
It's harmless.
But then there was like flirting as well. And I think as like grown men and women, even if you're in a relationship, a little flirting happens. As long as it's not in front of you, flirting does happen.
I didn't say it did happen.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying it happens. Whether you want to believe it or not, whether it's a smile, whether it's a smirk at somebody, whether like little flirting happens because we're all human.
Yeah, human nature.
And you don't own anybody, so you can't, dictate. You can only hope that they not even hope, but expect
that
from your partner
give you the same.
Yes, that they respect you when you're not
in
around.
Your absence. Yep, I agree.
But harmless flirting, yeah,
it happens.
It happens.
So,
and she's like, your ears got smaller.
And he's like,
some things got bigger. So that's what I'm saying. Like that little...
like not more.
That probably made her coochie jump a little bit.
Absolutely.
She probably...
Because she was already checking.
Yeah, she probably had a little chill go up. Like, oh, okay. I'm going to grab them in between my legs. I'm grab. I take it too far with flirting, so just don't flirt with me.
I'm not a flirt. I'm kidding, flirt with my boo.
I'm kidding.
I don't know.
I don't flirt like I used to, though.
Why? You retired?
First of all, I thought you said something.
What you thought I was about to say?
I can't say it.
Oh my God!
I can't say it.
All right,
but retired sounded like something else. I was like,
I don't even know. Okay, I'll leave it be. I'll
tell you later.
Okay. So she was doing the most. Martin.
Yeah.
Do you think at that moment he caught on, or he was just being himself?
He was just being himself.
Like, okay.
Because let's be clear, we've seen Martin in other situations with women, and he has flirted or has said something to his like, make himself seem like he's just that nigga.
Right.
Like
being Martin. Yeah. You're right. Okay.
And so they go to Martin's apartment to use the
bathroom.
phone.
Oh, was the bathroom?
It was the phone. Remember, she had to use the phone.
Quote unquote.
So here's my issue with that. Because clearly they had, they didn't have cell phones like that.
Because I'm sitting here like.
Because where did your pager go off?
Where's the front desk?
Did the beeper go off? But the
Martin
reason why she wanted to use that phone was to check her messages. And did she even really check the messages?
No, she was lying.
She was just like, oh, no messages, and then cut the light off.
She needed a reason to get upstairs.
Yeah. You get upstairs. It's going down.
Yeah, okay.
If you get upstairs, that's like...
Upstairs. But that's why but see, again, he didn't think it was anything. All right, Miss Trinidad, you use the phone? Cool.
But he asked her...
But when she hit that light...
He asked her, did she want anything to drink? And she said white wine. And then made a comment about how white wine gets her.
Don't give me too much.
Right. And he's like, I'm going to give you the whole bottle there. See, that's what I'm saying.
Martin.
Boy, why?
Martin being himself.
And so when she undid her button on her blouse, cut the lights off, he like, ooh, what happened? Ooh, it's dark. Like, he's trying to make jokes and shit.
And she's not playing.
And he cut that light right back on.
Yep.
You know? And then, you know, that is when she went in...
For the kill.
Mm-hmm. She definitely did. Mm-hmm. And he said, and this is something that you may have missed the very first time you saw it, he was like, you know, I'm sorry you didn't get a chance to meet Gina. Right? And she was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry she had to work. And so, yes.
She was aware.
He did tell her.
She was fully aware.
She
knew.
Thoroughly aware.
Yeah, she knew what time it was.
Of his situation.
Because even though Martin used to play, that was his boo. Like, he didn't play about Gina. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't like he wasn't messy. Mm-hmm. He did some dumb shit, but he wasn't messy.
And she was still like, she didn't care.
She was with it.
It was like no fucks given.
She was with it.
He like, it's a little dark in here, ain't it? She like, isn't it? Isn't it? Girl. So... she's getting more comfortable, and Martin decided to tell her the story that he's probably told his friends a million times. That he used to sit in the front row of the class, and there was just like this little piece of baby thigh that used to stick out. He said, even though I was a little boy, I still wanted to just touch that thigh.
The baby thigh.
I just wanted to touch that baby thigh. And she's like, that was like activate. Okay.
That was all she needed. Oh, yes. You did.
Coochie activate. Coochie power activate. She said, well, you're not a kid anymore.
It was giving very
You're
boomerang.
a grown man.
That must be the 90s.
You know
that
his
90s sultry through his slacks.
Girl,
through his slacks.
You already know, because he had been waiting for that moment since he was
life. I could have this moment for life. I said, Martin about to lose it right now. So
the way he was sitting there while she was caressing his knee, y'all know the blood.
The level of restraint.
The blood.
But the level of restraint. I was proud of him.
The blood cock.
The vein.
I said the blood cock.
Cock!
Bring it back a little bit because I know she missed it. It's the blood cock. There, that means, you know what that means.
God.
And so she tried to kiss him. Mm-hmm. This right here is just where the violation, like, okay, now it's about to get real. Now he's like, it's like doing. Now he sees.
Yeah, like, okay, you're out of pocket, sis.
He didn't see it at the school. He didn't see it when she asked to come back upstairs.
Yep.
He didn't see it when she asked for wine.
He didn't see it when she turned the light off.
But he saw it when she grabbed his face and tried to suck his tongue.
And it took everything in him.
It did.
Not to put that tongue out.
He was like, you told me how to add and subtract. And now I'm going to teach you how to divide and multiply.
She was a bammer. Like, what she trying? She was trying to get pregnant?
He was struggling.
Was she trying to get pregnant?
She might have been. I think she just wanted that. You know, he grew up. He on the radio. He handsome.
Again.
And he got a girl. She probably was on some no strings attached. I don't care. Yep. I'm a plead the fifth.
Yeah, I'm keeping the line. I'm taking that joint to the grave.
Yeah.
Or so she thought.
And so Martin is like struggling. He's fighting it.
Fighting literally and fighting the urge to give into that joint.
Because he wanted to slop her down.
He did.
But then it was kind of like, I love my girl. I can't do this to my girl.
But
the way he was like holding her face and then pushing like, holding her face, pushing it away.
I've
like,
been doing that.
That struggle was real. You do that?
Not like
to men? Like
plain.
You struggle in
no,
way?
Whoa.
Y'all heard her. I'm just saying. She said, I do that.
God, this one will connect a dot. I'm talking about like if I'm playing with my dude, I'll definitely grab his face and all right, next.
His face or his dick? Put it to your mouth and throw it away. Put it to your mouth. Should suck it. Is that what you do?
What? Wait a minute. Wait.
I'm struggling with that dick.
Hold on.
I said no. I'm gonna wait. Not gonna do it. Wow. Okay. All right, man. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what's She's like, that's what I do.
I'm like, whoa. And I have to stop myself because nothing ever slides.
No. Like, slide on the it's electric. No. Ooh.
I'm gonna grow up.
Gina walks in.
Mid-action.
Hey, baby.
Mid-action.
What's up? First of all, Gina must have been in shock.
Because she was
she
too
had
calm.
to be in shock. She had to, in her mind, it probably, you know how when you unplug something without turning it off, you just unplug it.
Little electricity left.
Yeah, and it was like, ew. I feel like that's how her brain went, and she was trying to process what happened. Because
what would you have done? Because I'm gonna tell you, I literally was like, that couldn't have been Vic.
No.
I said, oh, that's me. That couldn't have been Vic. No. It's pure shock. You know?
It's something that I think would click and trigger. Click and trigger.
Literally.
I literally would have, in this moment, this is what I'm saying I would do, y'all. I don't know. I probably would have stood there and cried.
Right. What I would like to think I would have done.
That to me.
What I would like to think I would have done.
In this moment right now, what I would have done, I would have yelled out, "What the fuck?" And then I would have lunged, like almost like a windmill, but the windmill wouldn't be to fight. It would just be to like throw my purse and my jacket down. It would like to get rid of all the stuff on me before I squared up. Yeah, before I squared up.
Okay.
Yeah,
that moment.
It would in that moment is what I'm thinking right now. What I would have done.
Okay.
Don't quote me on this, y'all, because the other side of it, you know, I would have been maybe, but that type of betrayal. And then walking in on punch. Like an act, on the action, and after we talked about
that's a gut punch
people having the key to the house, I have the key to the house. So why would you do this? And as Gina said, Martin is like, it's not what you think. I would never do that. And she's like, you knew I had the key.
But that's of course this is logic from the outside looking in when you're not in it. Mm-hmm. But that's also the light bulb of knowing you have the key. That's why he was like, there's no way you think that I would do this knowing you have complete access. And he was like, I would have took your Tommies.
Yeah. He's like, if I was going to cheat on you, I would have took her over the top.
Like,
so here's my thing. And I want to know how, especially, yes, my ladies, I want to know how you would have reacted if he said to you,
would I be dumb enough to bring a woman up here knowing you got the key?
She said, even though you knew I'd be working late? You are so wrong. How am I wrong?
If I was going to cheat on you,
I would have took her over to Tommy's. Ooh, it was like after he said it, he was like, ooh, not the move. Why would you say that, Martin?
And she's like,
yeah. Is that where you usually go? Because that would have been my answer. Oh, so that's where you take the bitches.
This is
he
never
dug
ending.
A deeper hole.
Yeah, like this is never ending.
Yeah. And I actually, my first
would you have believed
go round? No, but my first go round,
just no.
Would I believe that he would have took the woman over the Tommies?
Would you have believed him when he was like, "It's not me. No. I'm not doing anything. I promise."
And I would like to think again. I would like to think that I could trust my man to know. Like, I've always wanted that level of trust with a man.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
To the point where I'm like, nah, that's not him.
That's not even how
he wouldn't even do that.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. But the nigga I dated, I'm like, he did that shit.
He did it.
I know he did that shit.
I know the phone did it.
And then guess what? Even if he didn't do it, he has a reason to be mad, but you still did that shit.
You did it. Now what?
That's not right, y'all. I have changed.
Oh, okay.
I have changed. Just trying to function in a relationship like theirs, where there seemed to be trust, because she found the bra earlier in the episode. It was you would think that they had that relationship.
They had that type of.
But when you walk in on your dude seemingly tonguing down someone.
But hold on. But there are some details that we need to add to this.
Yes.
He wasn't just tonguing somebody down. Mm-hmm. She was fine.
She was fine.
And that is something that I don't care what anybody says.
Supermodel
plays a part. You're going to be pissed either way. And she was fine.
But then, hold on. Back it up. Park it. Because if she looked like a wolf monkey,
I'm still pissed.
I would have.
That's what I said.
Either way, you're pissed. Yes. So it don't even.
Joint. That's all I'm gonna keep saying.
Because you can say that if it was a wolf monkey, you would be pissed.
Either way,
you would be pissed.
Yeah. So either consensus. All right.
If this bitch had fucking 2 humps in her back and just, I don't know.
Y'all should see the look. That's my silence. Me just stared at her ass. Why she gotta have 2 humps in her back?
I don't know. I was thinking wolf monkey.
Maybe she has scoliosis. That's not the humps.
First of all, the humps.
That's not
there's
the humps.
There's a thing. I don't know.
I was just fucking making shit.
Yes. What? I was just saying that it could be the opposite, because I feel like, and everybody has their standard of beauty and what they think is beautiful.
You're right. So scratch that.
But
shit. It don't matter.
Yes, it could have been a wolf booger or a supermodel.
Have you ever been in that position? Have you ever caught your man cheating? I'm talking about, like, it don't have to be like walking on, but like caught, like saw somebody out. Like, yeah.
I've definitely caught a couple of dudes cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Caught him. Caught him.
Mm-hmm. Also.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. Yeah, I have. But never in that capacity where I walked in on some shit. Now, I have looked for some shit and found what the hell I was looking for, so I will never look for no shit again. So that was a one and done lesson for me. The first time that I really did that, yeah. So we're not going to do that again.
Yeah. Okay. So Gina was over the set. Miss Trinidad lied like a motherfucking rug.
She lied.
But
the key part of this is Miss Trinidad yelled out, "Gina!"
Baby. How she yelled?
Which I missed the very first time. The very first time I watched it, I didn't put 2 and 2 together either. I was like, Gina. I was just pissed that she had walked in and saw it.
All this was happening.
Gina!
I am so sorry.
Thank you.
I had no idea Martin had a girlfriend.
What?
He never mentioned you.
What?
Is that so?
No, that is not so.
I would have never let him kiss me.
Oh, damn. Hey, she's lying. She was all up on me, Gina, on the counter.
I am so embarrassed. I better be going. Martin didn't tell me. I feel so, used. I am really sorry. I am very sorry.
Blouse all open.
Damn.
And then
he was like,
but just look at the scene. They got wine out.
Titties out. Almost.
Titties out. His blazer was down.
You understand what I'm saying? He's disheveled.
He couldn't. He had the T-Rex arms in the blazer.
She pants and all breathy.
Yeah, she was.
What you breathy for?
Yeah.
Why your breathing change if y'all ain't doing nothing?
I want to say something so corny, but I'm going to
say it.
No,
please.
It's not even. Please. It don't even make sense.
But
it's
you
just
mentioned
not.
it.
Okay, breathy with the good hair. I don't know. I told you it wasn't. Hey. I'm not letting you talk me into saying it in what crosses my mind ever again. I don't know. So
that was good.
So basically, Gina put her keys. She dropped them keys in that wine glass.
You stupid man.
And got the hell up out of there.
Got up out of there,
as she should have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, take your motherfucking keys. I'm gonna go on to my house, okay? And Martin, in true male
fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Damn! If I knew all this was gonna happen, I should have got some.
Cause you know that's how niggas be thinking. I done went through all this, and I ain't even do nothing.
Nothing.
Well, shit, I should have did something. So then this could have been for a reason.
Yeah.
But Martin had to get his boys all on
rallied
point.
up,
Like they gotta just be on the same page when you know he gonna tell his side of the story. Okay. And so Cole, Tommy, Martin, they talk about it.
And he like, y'all know I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that to my girl.
Well, the way they was looking like,
no.
He was like, I get thrown at me all day, and what I do, just block it. Bow, bow, bow. Is that the pussy? Is he blocking the pussy? Bow, he's blocking the pussy. Which is true. I would like to say I get dicks thrown at me all day, but I don't, like, niggas are not that bold with me. They're not that, no, because I know some women who say they get dick pics sent to them. Like girl. Unsolicited dick pics. I haven't in a long time.
The DMs? Your DMs, I know your DMs be out of pocket, but you don't even accept half of the request.
No, I don't. You know, people try. They flirt.
Yeah,
you know,
but you're saying
like,
they're never that overt.
Yeah, like nobody's ever. I can't remember the last time somebody has violated and sent a dick pic without, you know.
No, but this is
and
good,
I don't know them
I
like
really
that.
Be trying to figure out. I think a lot of times, I mean, for a couple reasons. One, they can't get a reaction any other way. So it's like,
so they're just gonna send you their dick.
Yeah, because you're not responding.
I've had it from
nothing.
dudes that I talked to, but didn't talk. Like we weren't like that. It wasn't enough for you to send it. And I was just kind of like,
it's still out of pocket because let me be clear.
And I'm going to
ask you. I'll ask you for it. So you don't gotta
okay.
No,
she's an asker.
Wait. But
She's
I'm saying that as far as like most women I know that would, it's like I'll ask you. You don't have to just send it because then I'm like, well, what you on? Why you just sending that joint across the
right? Is this what you always do?
Exactly. So now I'm like, you just be sending that joint across the.
You got your dick on the internet?
On the iMessage?
Huh?
All right. So
Worldwide Willie out here? All right, I'm done. Just let me have that one.
So
yes. And so they talked about, you know, teachers who have tried them.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And of course, I don't think this was in the script. Matter of fact, I know this wasn't in the script when Cole said, I had one teacher try me, and Martin was like, they fired him, right? You can
that
see
would
them.
not.
You can see them holding their laugh. Like, what the fuck?
That would not have flown. And Cole just shook his head like, yes. They would have canceled Martin.
Yes. Like,
so
they
bad.
said that? Yeah. Tommy said his Sunday school teacher taught him the true meaning of missionary. That's what Tommy said.
Thomas?
On the show. Tommy said it. So Martin is like, you know what? I'm gonna go talk to Miss Trinidad.
I'm going up there.
Okay.
Yep.
She calls me and my lady to break up. She gonna be the one that needs good luck with this. Boy. Cause niggas always try to hype it up like they really about to do something.
But he really missed his girl. So he about to say he gotta go put the effort in. He tried. So he got up there with his swing coat on.
I do feel that there was a certain level of guilt, even though he felt like he was in the right. I think that there was a certain level of guilt. Like, damn, I shouldn't have invited her up. Well, damn, I should have never even, like I was saying earlier, I should have never even asked her to dinner.
I agree.
Or to go get something to eat, because that's not dinner.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So he goes to see Miss Trinidad, y'all, in his classroom. Miss Trinidad picks up where the fuck she left off.
Yeah, she thought it was like, oh, I knew you would be back. That's what she was on.
She probably had no drawers on, nothing. Like,
you know you want this. I say that. I love that quote.
Baby boy.
You know you want this.
Yeah, she was like, we're both consenting adults.
Yeah.
We're both at our sexual peaks. We're both at our sexual peaks. I've never said no shit like this to a nigga. Like,
also, Martin was in his 20s. What peaks?
Yeah. Men are always at their sexual peak.
You think?
Yes. Yes. Men, now, they may not want your pussy.
Hey.
But they want some pussy. And maybe a mouth.
A mouth?
A mouth.
Okay.
Or the South.
Or the Oh God.
All right, man. And so Martin is just like, I'm gonna call the principal on your ass. And she's like, don't you find me attractive? And this is when Martin really had to, like,
his restraint.
Fuck all that shit.
He had to.
I gotta make this right.
Yeah.
He had a fuck all that shit moment. He was like, I'm in love with my lady. He actually had to say these words because, bitch, you are not getting it.
She wasn't getting it. She was not getting it.
Okay. Martin, don't fight this. Don't you want me? One of my favorite moments. Favorite moments, probably because it was ratchet and shit was about to get popping. Gina said, no, bitch, I want you.
I want you.
I said, oh, no, Gina.
Wrestling shoes.
Damn, she had the wrestling shoes. Gina said,
Vaseline.
Gina. Because that's what she said. Gina.
She said, that's right.
Yes. How did you know my name was Gina?
Yep.
Last night you called me by my name before Martin even mentioned it.
I never realized it till I got home. So that makes you a liar.
She started taking off her earrings.
And if it's one thing I can't stand,
start pulling the shoes out.
Is a liar.
And if there is one thing that I hate more than a liar,
is a liar that tried to steal my man. Gina takes off the Vaseline. She takes her shoes off.
Bob.
If you go near Martin again, I'm gonna hurt you. Ooh, and you got that girlfriend?
She went. Girlfriend used to be this. Girlfriend was sis before.
You got
sis
that girlfriend?
Sis.
Yes, it was.
Girlfriend was sis.
And it wasn't that one.
Girlfriend was sis.
Yes, not that one.
I'm about
not
to start
that
giving
energy.
I'm about to start giving girlfriend.
Okay, girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's the inflection. It's how you say it.
Okay, girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Because girlfriend, please. Hey, girlfriend.
Because I know she would do that. You see your friend walking up the street.
That's how I'm greeting you from now on.
Oh, man.
Yeah, don't act like you don't hear me either.
And will I have my shades on?
You won't hear me.
Depends.
Yeah.
I feel when you have your shades on, there's a barrier.
You can't hear. It's your invisible shield and shit.
It is, actually.
So Gina was about to.
So Miss Trinidad tried to pop Slick.
Yep.
Honey, he ain't worth all that.
Isn't.
I isn't.
Worth all that.
And so Gina had to woman up. She apologized to Martin. Which is...
Have you ever...
love
have you
someone
ever had to apologize? Have you ever had to apologize for, like, going left and had to come back to your dude?
Yes.
Like, you know what?
But, you know, now that I think about it, because nothing is my fault, now that I think about it, I apologized, but the only reason why I did or responded the way that I did was because of the lack of communication and me having to fill in my own blanks, me having to come up with my own story. You know, like, you weren't giving me.
So is this really an apology?
Is it an apology?
It's an apology.
I'm sorry that you can't communicate and I cussed your motherfucking ass out. That's what I am
communication.
about.
Oh, okay. That's your apology.
That was my apology. That's what my apology should have been.
Oh.
Because now that I'm thinking about it, because rarely am I wrong.
Oh, okay.
When it comes to relationships.
Oh. That's
Well, and I
interesting.
started thinking I had a lot of time to think about the
That's
shit. And when I
interesting.
play back some of the shit, I'm like, you know what? I would have never said that.
But I'm the same.
You would have laid it
I'm not
out.
the same way, but I am similar when it comes to please don't leave me to come to draw my own conclusion.
And that's what
Please.
my role in.
Because you think Tyler Perry's dramatic.
Yeah.
My version of the story,
Your
if
script.
you leave it to me, just don't even do it.
Yeah.
Just please. Just go ahead and communicate.
Just
don't leave me any
communicate.
room to put my own narrative together.
Exactly. And you know, I had a guy that I remember he used to, like, you can ask an outright question, right? But what used to irritate me was he used to say, "You're not asking the right question."
Oh, he's a spinner.
And I would be like, "Why don't you just tell me?"
Offer
He
the
like,
information.
Nah, like,
Nope.
you're not asking the right question.
Nah, you a spinner, and I don't
And
want to
I'm
have
like,
to.
well, what the?
Yeah, I don't want, and I don't have to pull it out of you. But anywho, so Miss
Yeah.
Trinidad almost got mopped.
Molly
Martin
walked,
and Gina almost
dog
broke
walked
up.
through
Detroit.
the desk.
Yeah, to the elementary school,
Okay.
right out front of Arthur's locker.
And I do commend Gina for apologizing for not trusting him because, you know, they are working on their trust. This is what, season 1. So
Yeah.
we're just getting into their relationship. No matter how long they've been together,
Right.
there are still some issues that may come up. And she said,
You know what? After all I said, I wouldn't have blamed you if you had gone back and slept with that woman.
And so
why would
Martin,
you tell him that,
Yeah.
Gina?
So now Martin wants to go back.
He wants to go back.
He wants to run it back.
And she was about to put on them wrestling shoes.
Would you could he have gotten a pass in that situation if he had slept with her after your accusation of being wrong? When she left that key and walked up out of there, and then you found out later after y'all made up that he in fact did sleep with her. You beefing?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
Me too.
the
I'll
only
just be asking
reason
questions, so.
why I showed up
Yeah.
was because I realized that this bitch called my name.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. And I can't call him on his cell phone. So I just got to show up. So think about this, y'all. Gina pulled up to the school. She didn't even know Martin was there.
She did not know. She was coming
pulled
to see
up
that teacher. She was
fuck
coming to
Miss
see Miss Trinidad up. Yep.
So, yeah, it would have been that.
Okay.
Yeah, this was good. We love the Miss Trinidad
Yes, we
episode.
did. This show was funny.
It was so funny. It was so funny. So y'all leave y'all comments and let us know what you think about the episode. Go back and watch it. Let us know anything that you missed the first, second, third
Did we
time
miss
around.
something?
Yeah, if we missed something, let us know. And as always, you can follow us on social media at SeasonPodcast. Until next time, I'm Vic Jagger.
And I am Miss Porter did it.
And you have been listening to Season. Bye, y'all.
Bye.